Dale, mi vida.
Mañana.
Te estaba llamando con el pensamiento. Que descanse. How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And we all know what I mean by that. And I think we are doing pretty good with the equipment. I got the new microphone, and it feels like we have really good sound. My last week here at Tampa, Florida. This is my last week at Tampa, Florida. I'm going to Nicaragua next Monday, not tomorrow, the next week, Monday. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous because as soon as you get out of your comfort zone, doesn't matter how many times you have visited Nicaragua, it's always a new adventure. It's always a new adventure since you get into the airport, you exit the plane, you get to immigration, and then you don't know how everything is going to go. In immigration, I got good people. They always waiting for me to welcome me. So immigration is fine. But when you pass immigration and you got to check your bags and they got to be run through the x-ray before you go into Nicaragua, there's always a surprise. Probably that day they're not allowing coffee pots to go in, and then they send you to another table to open up your bag. So it's always a surprise, that surprise element when you get to Nicaragua, and because you're getting out of your comfort zone, you get pretty nervous. So we'll see how it goes the first day in Nicaragua when I get to the airport. This time I got an earlier flight because I realized I'm really paranoid about not being on time. And I was getting a later flight, and little by little I learned my ways around in the Miami airport to get fast from American Airlines to Avianca, which is completely opposite side of the terminal. The first few times I went to Nicaragua from American Airlines to Avianca, I will go and do the whole loop to get to American, not getting out of the airport. And that whole loop, it takes about almost an hour. I learned to just cross the terminal through the parking lot, and it's only 7 minutes. So now I'm getting earlier flights. This is the last Momentum Robusto that I did 3 months ago. This is a brand that we are working on called Momentum. And I brought them, and I really like it when they were fresh. They were pretty tasteful. I'm opening with an open mind. I'm comparing with other stuff that we have here, and they get close, but they don't compare with the things that we are doing. This is a more simple cigar in a sense that we only put in 2 types of leaf inside of the cigar. So it will find his customer, it will find his client by the profile of the cigar. But even though that is not as complex as the Maceda brand, I want to like the cigar. So right now it has Pennsylvania and Jalapa, if I'm not mistaken. I will try to do some changes to see if I find something better. This is something that I want to start manufacturing before the end of the year, so it'll be ready for December. And it's a brand that we want to launch it first with a online retailer, with a well-known online retailer. I think it's a great opportunity for branding. We're not going to put Maceda or Tabanero in that online retailer. I commit myself not to do it. I don't believe in that. But I think it's a great opportunity because they're in the beginning of a new website to do a Tabanero brand just for that retailer so we can get more exposure. So their clients, when they try our cigars, they see the design that was put into the brand. If they somehow connect with the factory, with Tabanero Cigars, they can jump and try many of the other brands. So far so good, but I think I need a little bit more of sweetness a little bit more sweetness on this blend. Lock. Okay. It says my account is being locked, Zach.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So if you say hello, or we will have to wait until the end because I don't have access to it, because we're working on sharing as much as we can with the rest of us, the rest of the groups that they enjoy every once in a while. My documenting of what happened during the week with you guys. So this week has been exciting. Because I worked on things at home, things that I wanted to have ready before I go to Nicaragua for my kids, for the family, and I also work on things here in the factory. We have 7 old computers that they were like, you had to warm up the water, wait to build pressure so you can hit enter. So we get rid of those old computers. They did an amazing job, but we got brand new computers. So we've been working on that this week, and everybody's happy about new computers. It makes things a lot easier, a lot faster. If I'm not mistaken, it's only been a little bit more of a month that we went to Vegas, and with a visit that is going to happen next Friday, September 2nd, we are going to be on 19 retailers. My number for Vegas, I always said, if we get before the end of the year to 25 retailers, I'll be a happy camper. So we are already at 19. Do you think that before the end of the year we will get to 25 retailers? I think so. I have changed between last week, the prior week. I changed a little bit my thoughts about pushing to open another store. I had various conversations with people in a different industry, and they kind of make me realize that it was premature to open another store. That the many years that it took for this store to get on their feet, to be able to pay rent, to pay employees, it will be the same thing if I open another store. Reason why? Because the brand doesn't have enough branding, national branding, for you to open another store, I don't know, about an hour from here, and people to go, oh wow, it's a Tabanero lounge, a Tabanero Cigars, we know the brand, let's go ahead and pay a visit. We not there yet, and I can't blind myself that we not there yet. I'm not in a rush. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. So we decided to concentrate more in wholesale, in good wholesale, in a sense that the stores are paying attention to what we're doing, and they get to us. We meet them in Vegas to keep building those relations, making it better for that relation to last and to grow. So we will keep working this year and hopefully next year on wholesale. We'll see 2024 or 2025 if we believe, because of the amount of work we have done in wholesale, if we believe we are ready to open the next shop. So now we're going to concentrate on wholesale. Thank you. Chris, thank you. Thank you. I'm always working on getting better and better. For some people, some of my clients believe there's nothing else to do to the cigars. I'm always my palate mature, my palate change, and I'm always tweaking the cigars to grow with me, to mature with me. I am going to continue with this later on. I want to go ahead and light up my Robusto Nero. Robusto Nero is a 5x50 Mexican San Andres wrapper. A lot of cocoa, a lot of roasted nut, some also sugar candy, some caramel flavors also on this little cigar. Right now it's just rounded. We're thinking about it if we also do a box press. I would like a box press. So let's go ahead and clean a little bit of our palate and light up this Robusto. It's definitely going to have a lot of different, it's going to have a really good taste. It's not going to be overpowered because of this guy, because this momentum blends that we are trying, they're pretty settled. They're not as complex of a Maceda, of a Toro, a Tabanero. This is a lot higher complexity cigar. So it's not going to, that I was smoking this guy, is not going to affect the Nero. So when I have a chance, I always light up the cigar first and then cut it. So let's go ahead and do that. So wholesale is the name of the game, and we all change. We all change in a sense that in the past when people ask me about wholesale, I would say no, 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 because it was a decision that it was only affecting me and my team. Now that we started manufacturing in Nicaragua, it's affecting my team, myself, and also people in Nicaragua. I need to grow to a point that we are a part of a factory and we are needed down there for them to grow too. So that's why I'm thinking about keep growing wholesale. So part of growing wholesale is me being more often in Nicaragua, and that is about to start. That is about to start this Monday, for the reason that we have in Nicaragua, in our own location that we rent, I think 4 months ago, in center of Esteli. We rented a 2-story building. We got everything needed for the box shop in there. So on Monday, when I get to Nicaragua, Monday and Tuesday, it will be spending time at the factory, saying hello to everybody, appreciating the amazing job, the work they do for Maceda, for Tabanero. And then I would say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, I will get into the box shop.
Everything we kind of grew up doing, they took it all away like kids. So when we were growing up, we had music parks, we had fair every year, we had room parks.
Amazing from the get-go. This cigar is still cold. It's not like you can say it's a good cigar, a bad cigar, because it just started, but I guess the memory, the subconscious memory, as soon as it hits those first few tones, you know what's going to happen with the rest of the cigar. So we will be in Nicaragua working hard for an entire month to set up the box shop. The lacing machine, it's already in Nicaragua. We're going through customs right now, all the process of custom. So eventually, me getting to Nicaragua, they already released the machine, and I'll be there, I'll be present when they're delivering the machine. I'm using a company with a forklift to put them on the second floor because I want the machine to be in the second floor. I don't want the machine in the first floor because it's easy for people to go in on the second floor and see what's going on. I don't want anybody really seeing the magic of the machine. I want to keep that as a secret. I want to keep it as high as I can. Something in my mind saying keep it as high as you can. So it's your best kept secret. And I thank Nick Kudrow, the guy who makes the cigar molds, that he always keeps telling me, Yanko, keep your manufacturing, keep your box manufacturing as close to your heart. Don't be sharing with everybody. So I appreciate that. No, Carl, I'm not. Carl has a question. If you're closing Ybor and moving to Nicaragua, no, I'm not closing Ybor. My heart is here in Ybor City. When I'm saying my last week at Tampa, it's the last week for this year that I'm going to be for the rest of the year, mostly in Nicaragua, then Tampa. So I want to clarify that. So it's my last week here because I'm going to Nicaragua to start getting my box shop where we make boxes ready for production. I believe I have two clients ready for us to start making their boxes. We already work on the samples of their boxes. They in love with the samples, and the question they keep asking me, when can you start? When can you start? I said, well, hopefully October, November, we can start making your boxes. We'll see. So that's a good feeling that we haven't started yet, and we get people asking when we're going to start making the boxes. This week, I also discovered that we've been paying for a service to generate QRs, and I realized that on our Dymo printer or Dymo software that comes with a printer where we print barcodes, you also can generate your own unique QRs. So we went and test putting some QRs on our boxes of the weekly reels that we upload. So now you can turn the box, scan the QR, and I will be explaining the weekly cigar on that QR, and eventually get to a point that each box has a unique QR that you just hit the QR, and I will be explaining the cigar in a short video, no more than 60 seconds, that you bought in the box. Eventually we will get there. So that's something else that we are really happy that we discovered this week. You probably knew it. It was new for us that it was so simple to generate a QR. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the QR is a little square, with a bunch of designs and stuff that you get your iPhone camera and you hit the little square with the camera and it brings a website, it brings information. So we have accomplished that. And I just realized looking at this cigar that someday you will see a cigar that the label is just a QR, and you can scan the QR and you will get all the information of the cigar. If I'm not mistaken, you can do custom QRs. You can do a logo to be a custom QR. So who knows, now that I'm talking to you guys, who knows, and this just came out to my mind right now, if Momentum, when we're designing the M of Momentum in the center of the label, if we can make it a QR. How about that? You have the cigar, you just hit the camera, and it come up with a video talking about the cigar. Woo! Zach, we got to take notes of that, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
Taking things to another level. They say that now. They say it in a relationship, communication is a most. Okay, I'm building a relationship with my clients, so let's keep that communication alive. Let's do that communication, because when you hit that QR, it's going to take you to a YouTube reel where you can even make your comments in there. You can say, Yanko, you're right. Those are tones that we're getting in the cigar. No, Yanko, I think you're missing this, or Yanko, I think you can do this. So it will be communication through a label of cigar. Now, as an entrepreneur, to keep me inspired, to keep me motivated, I know pretty soon I'm going to master the box shop in Nicaragua the same way I did it here in Tampa, Florida. And the reason why we're moving, we're opening another one in Nicaragua, is because here in Tampa, Florida, we were capable to do a small production of boxes just for our cigars. And we see a lot of potential opportunity, the same way I saw it 10 years ago in here in Ybor City about manufacturing cigars. We see a lot of opportunity to start manufacturing boxes in Nicaragua. So I'm taking that chance, I'm taking that opportunity. I don't want to 20 years to go by and say, wow, I had the opportunity to do this and I was afraid to pull the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger to start manufacturing cigar boxes in Nicaragua, and that will be an excuse for me to be flying to Nicaragua often so I can see, so I can be present when we're making our cigars. And to my surprise, my wife said, my lovely wife said, you know what? I think that's going to be a beginning of a new journey in Nicaragua. So we want to be there the first year in Nicaragua. So the whole family is moving to Nicaragua. It really surprised me. I said, wow. So we got everything lined up for online school, the U.S. online school. So she will be teaching the kids in Nicaragua, and we will keep it active, soccer, my little girl ballet or dance, and also learn how to ride a horse, do things that will be really accessible and easy to do in Nicaragua, and practice the language. Because my kids, they're in a point right now that they can put a whole sentence in Spanish. You say, okay, tell me in Spanish, and they will change. Well, entonces yo quiero ir in Christmas to. I said, no, give me the whole sentence in Spanish. Don't be doing that Spanglish. So I believe of my kids going to Nicaragua and spending a year and a half, 2 years. Let's see how they take it. It will be good also for my kids. It will be also good for my kids. And and it will be an experience. It will be an experience that it will enrich their culture, their life. They will make them to appreciate more the heritage, where they come from. You know, from mom's side, from Colombia, from dad, from Cuba, and now they will spend some time in Nicaragua to get to know another culture and get closer to the roots. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited with this whole changing things and tweaking the journey by spending time in Nicaragua. I get really nervous. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, unconscious, because going to Nicaragua, employing new people, try to get everything set up in a month. It's a lot of pressure that I put on myself, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not afraid. I'm just nervous about how everything's gonna go. I think I overdid it, sending stuff on the shipping container, sending stuff through the service that we use to ship stuff to Nicaragua. I think I have plenty of stuff in Nicaragua to set up. The only that I'm worried now is I send so much that I want to make sure that I know where is everything, on which boxes I can find different parts, different stuff that I need to put the box shop together. So, so we'll see. Karen did a good list with each box number, where everything is in the boxes. So let's hope I'm able to work through that list and be able to find everything that I need to continue building the box shop. I'm not really renting any houses yet. I thought about renting a house this year, and we talked about it, the wife and I, and we said, no, you know, Raymond Pages, he's kind enough from Tabacalera Pages to let me stay at his home. And I really enjoy because I think me staying in his home, we keep building a relationship that I believe and I'm expecting to last for the rest of our journey. I believe it's going to last for the rest of our journey. So, and I feel really comfortable staying at his home. I feel like I'm home. You know, my room, it's because I believe that every time you go to a place, when you leave that place, to leave it in a better way than when you got there. I have kind of did the whole bedroom, bathroom with the same things that I use here in the U.S. So when I rent my house and I leave that room it will be in a better shape than when I got there. And for the simple reason, because he just moved to the house when I started visiting Nicaragua. So it was a new home. He's a single guy, young guy. So, you know, I put my touches on the bathroom, the room, to make it more feel like home. And I don't mind staying in there. I really enjoy it. Because we get to talk things that we're not able to do it in the factory. We're not able to do it when we're driving. Now I see myself spending less time with him, because every time I visit Nicaragua, I'm with him. I'm in his car. Now we own our own little truck. I bought a new Kia 2700. So I got my own truck in Nicaragua. A stick shift, so I can keep practicing my skills of a manual stick shift, which I'm okay with that, because everything in Esteli is just such a short distance that you do 1, 2, 3, and that's it. You never get to 4th or 5th. It's only 1, 2, 3. That's it. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. Again, I'm really nervous, and I know when the days are getting closer, I keep thinking about it. But as soon as I jump on the second plane that is going to Nicaragua, I start feeling better, because I feel like I already made it from Tampa to Miami. I already have the luggage on Avianca, and things are getting better in a sense in my mind that I'm getting to my destination. And when I see Raymond, when we get to Esteli, I feel more at ease. I know I'm already somehow in a comfort zone. I have got to know Esteli, and everybody asks me, my friends, my customers, my clients ask me, and you feel safe in Esteli? I said, to be honest with you, I feel safer than here than my surroundings in the U.S. for the simple reason that you don't see that rage when people are driving. You don't see those people in a hurry, in a rush. The only thing that you deal with in Esteli is the taxi drivers. Kind of like Uber here, they always stop in traffic, try to get someone to get in the taxi. That's the only thing that you deal in Nicaragua, Esteli. Anything, anything else is pretty laid back. They are more 7 to 5. So 7 to 5, everybody's inside of places working. There's not a lot of traffic. And then after 5, you get a little rush. And after that, everything slows down. By 7 p.m. in Esteli, Nicaragua, everything is really slow. And I don't mind because I like it. I like it like that. I usually like to work late because during the day, during the morning, during the day, you're working with someone, you're trying to give as much work to that person, and there's things in your mind that you want to get done, but you paying attention that that person is doing what he's supposed to. He'll be asking you stuff. When they leave at 5, between 5 and 7, those 2 hours, you're on your own. Nobody's bothering you. You put the phone away and you just work. So I'm really nervous and also really excited of jumping in Nicaragua. It's going to be an entire month. I got the flight ticket, what they call XL. You pay a little bit more and you can change it if you need to change it. Just in case that if a month it was too much, I can change my ticket and come back to the U.S. But let's see. Let's man up and try to last the whole 30 days in Nicaragua. It's going to be the first time that I'm away from my family for so long. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because I'm so accustomed to see my kids every morning. The wife, of course, wake up with my wife. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but things that get you out of your comfort zone and they're difficult to you, those are the things that make you grow as an individual. So I'm up for the challenge. And I also want to thank Ulysses Janis that he was here recently. And we talked about his experience of being in Nicaragua for a whole month and a week. And he kind of prepared me for this entire month that I'm going to be spending in Esteli. And I really appreciate that from him, sharing with me his experience of an entire month in Esteli. He wasn't as busy as me. I think my time will go faster because I'm going to be pretty busy. I'm going to be getting on ladders, running airlines, running electricity is already done. So I'll be pretty busy. And I don't think I'll be done in a month. I think there will be some stuff left for later. But I'm going to try to do as much as I can because I'm coming back October 5th. And then I will be a month here in Tampa and then go back in November to Nicaragua. And if I'm not mistaken, November will be another 15 days or even 30 days. Because one of my good employees here, Naun, he's moving back to Latin America. He's moving to Nicaragua with me. He says, Yanko, I want to be part of what's going on in Nicaragua. I didn't get used to the system here in the U.S., so I would like to move back to Nicaragua, which is pretty close to Honduras, where I am from. And I can visit Honduras, I can visit my family, and work with you, keep growing in the professional field with you in Nicaragua. So that makes me feel really good, make me feel at ease that he's going to be with me down there in Nicaragua. I was prepared to do it all by myself in a sense of hiring people, training people, but having Naun down there, it will give me a lot of peace of mind. And I feel good every time I have someone that I already work with and has a lot of potential to help him to grow in his life. Naun is related to Karen. He's seen how much Karen has grown with me for the last 5 years, almost 6 years, and he trusts that he can grow with me the same way as his sister has grown. So I'm happy. I'm happy that it's not going to be just all me. And eventually, Naum will take over. He will take over in a sense. He will take over the operation in Nicaragua. After a year that everything is already tweaked, I will move back to US and continue my journey. Continue going to Nicaragua, but not as often. That's the plan right now. Let's see how life change. Let's see how life change. Let's see how my kids fall in love with Nicaragua. And when I said, okay, it's time to go back to the US, well, who knows if my kids get, hey, Dad, can we do another year? We'll see. We are all as a family prepared for that. Guys, thank you very much for allowing me to share with you everything that it went to the week. I didn't have much more about the week here because I spent a lot of time at home concentrating on getting things done for my family before I leave to Nicaragua. But hopefully next week I will have more content to share with you guys, because on Friday we're going to have the visit of a retailer, Canada retailer, he has the importation license and he wants to order for his store, and also after he tried everything on his store, start distributing our brand in Canada. So I'm really excited, and I will let you guys know next Sunday how that went. Guys, thank you very much. I really enjoy this every Sunday because I guess somehow I'm giving back to you guys. I'm also sharing with people that are thinking about getting into this lifestyle as a customer or as a entrepreneur. The both way we can build a relation. As a customer, you get to know more the brand and straight from me. You have more access to me by asking a question, by sending me a note. I'm here every Sunday. And as an entrepreneur that wants to get into the lifestyle, into serving people in the lifestyle, there's many things that you can learn from me that already make those mistakes, and I can avoid it for you. So let's keep in touch. And like I always say, here at Tabanero Cigars, we know our why we do what we do. We're here to serve others. And the best way we serve others is through Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Thank you very much. See you next Sunday.